we're here in our Premier Inn room in Skegness, the very top floor as well. We had a Premier Plus room this time. The only difference really being a fridge, better Wi-Fi, slightly bigger room, slightly more abstract art, and I think that's about it really. But you're guaranteed a top floor, so if you want a view to people watch, then I'd recommend it for the extra £70. Right, so let's get on with the room tour. Okay, so we'll start off here. Just walked in, as we just saw. You've got a sort of ledge area there, you've got your stool, got your hairdryer. Nice mirror which lights up, so if you want to do your makeup in the morning, although granted you'd have to do it right near the main door. Hooks there for you. Let's go into the bathroom. So none of that aloe vera gel slapped onto the wall here, no. In the plus room you have Mana cleansing gel, obviously that's for your hands and face and whatnot. You've got shampoo, conditioner, body hair gel, that kind of thing. Got your normal towel rack, obviously one's been used because I've not long had a quick shower. Oh, hello. Towel on there. Obviously our toiletries, they aren't supplied, you don't get a toothbrush or toothpaste or anything like that, not even in the plus rooms. One thing to point out, you get standard 2-ply toilet roll rather than the sort of thing that was normally attached on the wall, you know, which you pull out like it's sort of, you know, a public bathroom kind of situation. Now you're actually trusted with a roll of yourself here, so feel free to, you know, take those with you once you're done. I'm sure they won't mind. Get on TV, a luggage area, quite a big sort of office table bar thing, yet another mirror. There's plenty of those in here, so you'll always be looking at yourself no matter where you are in the room. There's some lovely abstract art there which you can't take home with you, sadly. Menus, of course, if you come into Skegness then you'll probably hit up the arcade like we have, as you can see. So enough room to store your arcade sundries, things which we've placed. Your standard kettle, teas, coffee. However, if you have a plus room, you get a Nespresso machine. See there? Could do a little bit of a clean. I imagine that gets used quite often in these rooms. We've not used it just yet, as we can see. You only get 4 pods, so I'm not sure if those are replaced or if to ask for them. Fridge there, empty when you come in, aside for 2 small green and black chocolates, which was nice. Just beware, the fridge doesn't keep too cold really, so if you want some ice cold frosty ones in the morning you might be disappointed. Okay, we'll look out the window. I'll do another shot out the window in the evening as well so you can see it all lit up and nice. Sea view, as we can see. Good for people watching. Both sides of the bed have plugs, USB sockets, light controls, which is handy. Standard Premier Inn fair bed. You can set the aircon here, so I'll turn that on. Set the temperature, set the fan speed, slightly more fancy than the old dial system. Let's have a look down here. Empty. Not sure how many people actually use the wardrobe and drawers in a hotel. We certainly don't. Who knows what's been hanging on those? Probably clothes. Right. You can plug in a HDMI thing as well, so if you have a laptop or a games console you want to bring with you and plug into the TV, you can. So you can play some Call of Duty whilst you're in Skegness. Right, I'll just pass you over to evening Brandon so we can see it all lit up at night time. And of course we have the room at the evening as well, which is good to show. I don't know if it's the same in all of the rooms, but the plus rooms have that sort of pink purple accent, as you can see at the top, the light, you see the neon behind your bed, so you can imagine that you're in the red light district. Right, and we'll come over to the window, which I'm sure everyone wants to see the view. Now, you're either facing KFC or you're facing the Pier, and McDonald's of course, but as you can see on this sort of plus room, we're at the very top floor. Let's go down to there so you can see the sea, you can see the beach. So this is technically a sea view. No extra, there wasn't an extra charge for that. It's just look at the draw, I believe. If we come around here, mind the window pane, and there we are. See, if you enjoy people watching, yeah, you're good to go here. Well, let's get zoomed right in. Let's go down. Let's go down as far as we can go. So right in there at the people enjoying the arcade seat. There's people that are coming back after their heavy night out, as you can imagine. All the lovely lights lighting up the arcade. It's a shame that most of the arcades actually close about sort of 6-7 o'clock on a weekday, when it's sort of when it's not as busy. Yeah, we went in there with obviously some money to spend in there, and then they said, "Oh, come on, you're out in 20 minutes." I was like, "Oh, it's only about 5 o'clock." So yeah, I guess it's to be expected when it's not as busy. Avoid the Lucky Strike. I would probably recommend stick to Empire or sort of Plaza and the ones further down there, sort of Funland. They're all, most of them I think are part of the same chain, but we just found this sort of staff and atmosphere nicer and a bit friendlier in Empire and Plaza, not so much in Lucky Strike. We've had a fair few instances where using the change machine we didn't really have a very good quality coins. Some of them weren't accepted in machines, so some of them were a bit, well, no other way to put it, a bit dodgy. Again, it could just be random chance luck of the draw, but we've always had a good experience in those two there. One thing to bear in mind whilst we're sort of here out the window as well, obviously as you can see the pier is well and truly closed. Now it's only about 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. So if you're going to come in September, which is when we are coming, don't expect a lot of things to be open. You'll have your bars and you'll have your restaurants and stuff open, and oh, you see that over there in the distance? There's focus. We've got a Tesco. You can't really make it out, but that's basically a Tesco. So we're not too far from the centre at this Premier Inn. It's about a 15-minute walk to the train station. But yeah, as I was saying, just beware if you come in with your kids and family and they're wanting to get on the rides or late night riding, whatever. Absolutely not an option this sort of time of year. Definitely not. Still, if you come just for arcades and a bit of food, yeah, then definitely worth it if you want the lower crowds. Well, then that's about it for a Premier Inn Plus room here in Skegness on the top floor. I would definitely recommend it if you want to avoid staying further away from the centre where you've got to walk or get the bus or a train or a taxi or something. Butlins is good, but again, it's quite removed from the centre, and you know what you're getting for Premier Inn as well. You're not gonna wake up and have stuff crawling all over you, or will you? No, normally it's pretty good here. Service is pretty good, the food's pretty good. You do have to book breakfast, you have to book your evening meal as well, but they're normally pretty good at that kind of thing, at getting you in. And really, yeah, I mean, as you can see, the penthouse floor of the Premier Inn. Good view here on the evening. Hope you've enjoyed the video today and found it especially useful. I'd appreciate a like if you did enjoy it. If you like this particular brand of room tours and things, check out my other videos right there on It's All Rover, and have a good evening.